Welcome to Edunity. After watching this video, you're going to be ahead the 99% of students. This video covers the essentials of genetics, from Punnett Squares to pedigrees, to help you understand how traits pass from parent to child. First, let's review the core vocabulary. Ensure you know the definitions for gene, allele, genotype, phenotype, and the differences between dominant, recessive, homozygous, and heterozygous traits. For a quick meiosis recap, remember that meiosis produces gametes with half the chromosome number. It creates genetic variation through crossing over in prophase 1 and independent assortment in metaphase 1. Fertilization further increases this variation. Next are monohybrid crosses, which track a single gene. According to Mendel's law of segregation, alleles separate during meiosis. You can use a Punnett square to predict genotype and phenotype ratios, and perform a test cross to determine an unknown genotype. Dihybrid crosses involve two genes. When these genes are on different chromosomes, they are inherited independently. A 4x4 Punnett square for a double heterozygous cross typically results in a 9:3, 3:1 phenotypic ratio, though linked genes will not follow this pattern. Some inheritance patterns go beyond simple dominance. These include incomplete dominance, where the phenotype is a blend, codominance, where both traits appear fully, and multiple alleles, like those seen in human ABO blood groups. Regarding sex determination, females are XX and males are XY, with the father determining the child's sex. Because males have only one X chromosome, recessive X-linked conditions like colorblindness and hemophilia are much more common in them. When reading pedigree diagrams, look for clues. Skipping generations often indicates a recessive trait, while an equal distribution between genders suggests an autosomal trait. Always justify your reasoning by referencing the specific individuals shown. Mutations are random, permanent changes in DNA. They can be gene level, like substitutions, or chromosomal, such as non-disjunction. While most are neutral, they can be harmful, or, rarely, beneficial, providing the raw material for evolution. Genetic engineering involves deliberately altering DNA. Applications include developing GMO crops, producing medicine like insulin, and gene therapy. When discussing these, always weigh the benefits against ethical and ecological concerns. Use this recap slide to review the key ratios and terms we've discussed, including cross types and inheritance patterns, to ensure you are fully prepared for your exam. Finally, here is a suggested one-day study plan. Remember this important exam tip. For any cross question, write out the phenotypes, genotype key, and parent genotypes before you even start the Punnett square to maximize your marks. Thank you for taking the lesson. And if you want the PDF study guide, go to our website. The link is on the description.